this is perhaps one of the hardest things I've ever done, and that would be killing Raksha. So, you will be witnessing my first ever solo kill. And then yes, I am using a yak. And also, this is before they nerfed the boss, so this would be like the post-nerf. Now the nerf, which should come today, it reduces the damage, I believe, by 25%, because this boss is extremely prayer click intensive. As you can see, I mean, I get meleeed a lot, which, I mean, is like the biggest issue, because I mean, it's so accurate too. I mean, I just got hit the 3.5k there, and then thankfully the video I recently did with about Chad for the prayer swapping, I mean, this kind of helped doing that for him, but I mean, for this one you have to pray melee like right there, and then you have to swap back to like ranger magic. And as you can see, I'm not using too much food right now. But just wait until like one of the rockfalls smack me or something. I mean, because that's a good 5k hit easily. And then I just started phase 2 pretty much, since I phased it to 600k. And then this part, well, we didn't know what to do back then, but you're not supposed to kill the blobs, because you can kind of out DPS it a little bit. And as you see, I get stunned right there and take a 6k. And then since it disables your prayer, I get the 4k hit. And then I'm able to finally resonance, and then I can actually turn my prayers on. So as you can see, it's 3 hits if you get stunned, which I mean is a high KO potential. And that's pretty much like all the food in my inventory, as you can see. And then I think I get stunned. Yep, I get stunned right there. Again, another 5.5k hit. And ooh, okay, I resonanced at 4k. But usually you have to take 3 hits, so it's a lot of food in mouth. And now for phase 3, since it's at 400k. And this part, you're supposed to blade dive to the blobs. And I mean, it's kind of hard because the boss will be attacking you at the same time, so it's kind of questionable how actually to do this, because you have to keep an eye on your prayer. And then you will notice that basically throughout the whole video I won't swap back to my boots, which I mean, I lose a bit of DPS because of that. And then just for like a little disclaimer, the video you are watching, this took me about 9 hours of attempts, and I used a total of 23 onyxes to recharge my ring of death. Because I mean, there's so much going on with this boss. You can skip everything if you 4-tick range, but I mean, I don't do that, so I pretty much had to, I guess, wing it, or just like food and mouth everything, because the prayer swapping can be a little too much. And then for whatever reason, I don't really throw vulnerability bombs, so I mean, that could be why the kill is slow, but hey, this was my first ever kill, and I mean, you're bound to make mistakes. And then there I am getting stunned again. I do wish this boss, when he was doing certain special attacks, that he would stop attacking you. Because, I mean, it's so much moving around, you gotta prayer swap, pay attention. And then now that the boss is at 200k, phase 4 begins. And this, I would say, is like the absolute worst. Because you're supposed to go 2 attacks, or you're supposed to be melee distance of the boss for 2 attacks, and then run out, like this part, the tail swipe. But as you see, I pretty much got 1 hit. It was a 7k, and then 2 hits again, run away, and you know what? Again, it smacks me. And this one disables your prayer, so again I had to waste even more food. And then luckily, this was like the only attempt that the little bar under his 400k health is only at 12%. Usually on all my other ones it was 50%, and then my highest was 100%. So that's why that shield dropped pretty easily. But you just have to remember to go run melee distance, 2 attacks, and then run away to avoid the tail swipe. If you are not melee distance on the 3rd hit, which is the tail swipe, he will instead stun you and then drop the bomb on your location. So I mean, this part, I kinda tank all the melee hits, as you can see. But I did get a little bit better not getting stunned all the time because of the tail. And then move away. Perfect. And then boom, I run into it to get that 4k melee hit, which was not nice. And then run away again. Oh, okay, never mind, the shield. And again, since, I mean, I only have 15k health, you can DPS it. If you're at 100%, I don't know how to say 100% in rage, or the little bar under the health, I think it goes to 100k damage. If not, normally you'll just want to run behind the pillars by the boss. You know, like in the 4 corners of him. That will prevent you from getting instant killed. Once that shield fills up all the way, you'll see the boss have a little bar under his head. And then, I think, oh okay, good, okay, I thought I got smacked by that, but, look at this kill. I got a 830, probably? Let's see, 826, okay, 825, and thankfully, the loot was onyx dust. And with that, I will conclude the end of this little broadcast of me doing my first Raksha kill, and enjoy the rest of your day.